So once again, thank you so much for joining us on our second Stay Safe with Melia presentation, where you can learn a step-by-step journey to the reopening of our hotels. A few housekeeping notes. All attendees will be muted throughout the presentation. Please post any questions throughout the presentation in the chat box. And please reach out to your Director of Sales for meetings and events. That would be Ron, Brandy, Betsy, Carlos, Beatriz, and Tina for additional information on our Melia Pro Meetings and Events Travel Labs. Ron Warner will manage the questions and answers throughout the presentation. In Zoom, if you click on the chat box, you will be able to post questions as we move through the presentation. I seem to disappear every once in a while. Sorry about that. Please note, we hope to answer as many questions as possible in our allotted time. We will be prioritizing the questions related to food and beverage or meeting spaces. Please reach out to your Director of Sales for meetings and events for more information if we are unable to answer your questions on this call. Here's a quick video that shows what you can expect from your next visit to Melia Hotel. Very well. I hope everyone was able to see that video. That was a video on our Stay Safe with Melia. Amy, I saw a message. I hope everyone got to see it and it kicked in properly. So hello, everyone. I'm Carmelina Iannarone. I'm the leader of sales for the Americas team for groups and meetings for USA, Canada, and Mexico. I'm excited to introduce Melia Pro Travel Labs for meetings and events. Welcome to those of you who have already joined our community. If you are not already a member, we encourage you to join this private LinkedIn community where you will have real-time access to our roundtable discussions with guest speakers from Melia Hotels, updates on the Stay Safe with Melia program, virtual site inspections, and so much more. For more information, you can again reach out to your Director of Sales to join their personal Melia Pro page via LinkedIn. On our road to reopening our hotels, we have partnered with Bureau Veritas, a world leader in testing, inspection, and certification. We have two special guests that can speak directly on the planning and implementation of the Stay Safe with Melia program. I'm very excited to introduce Mitzi Torres, the Associate Director of Sales, and Ana Garcia, Director of Convention Services for the Paradisus Playa del Carmen Resort in the Main Riviera, Mexico. Thank you both for being here and sharing your firsthand experience and knowledge on the execution of this program. Anna and Mitzi, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
So Melia has put a lot of time and effort into rolling out the best protocols for staying safe and enhancing what we already do to protect the health of our guests and employees. As you can imagine, these are highly detailed topics. We have broken this program into a four-part series to be presented over the next few months. This is part 2 of 4, and we will be including experts from all divisions of our hotel operation. For those of you that joined us last month, we discussed guest arrival, public areas, and guest rooms. Today we will be focused on food and beverage and meetings and events. We will be moving to guest experience and entertainment on August 4th. We are pleased to announce that Paradisus Playa del Carmen has reopened as of July 1st and has implemented these new processes for the past several weeks prior to welcoming our first guest. Indeed, an exciting moment for us all. So Mitzi and Anya will be sharing the customer journey as experienced at their hotel. This insight will mirror what you can expect at our Melia hotels around the world. So today's first topic is food and beverage. As everyone knows, food and beverage is a significant area of focus at our hotels and something we take great pride in. Mitzi, please take us through the special prevention plan on our next slide and help our guests understand the new procedures in place for our food and beverage operations at our hotels.
Thank you, Carmelina, and welcome everyone. We really appreciate your time coming this day. Let me walk you through our new restaurant experience, beginning with arrival, ordering, and ordering at any of the restaurants. Hand sanitizer will be available throughout our hotels and especially at the entrance of all of these restaurants. Menus will now be available on the mobile app. On the Melia mobile app, part of our digital transformation. And for those guests that don't have access to the app, we will have access to a sanitized digital tablet at the time that they're ordering their meals. Social distancing identifiers will be placed throughout all the restaurants, and guest tables will be placed 6 feet apart at all times. And of course, you're more than welcome to sit with your party at the same table. The employees will be wearing masks to sanitize and guarantee the healthy and everything that we're covering at the restaurants. All spoons, forks, knives will be provided sanitized and wrapped in plastic bags sealed with the Melia tape for verification of sanitization. The maximum number of parties will be reduced to the new protocols and physical distancing requirements.
Thank you so much, Mitzi. Anna, can you please share some information on the procurement process of food and beverage at our hotels?
Thank you, Carmelina. All of our suppliers are approved and trusted vendors, complying with FDA processes and standards of the Mexican authorities. They are following already our health and safety protocols with the Melia Stay Safe program and with the guidelines of Bureau Veritas. Any person entering our premises is temperature checked as to wear their personal protection items and follow social distancing. Once inside our unloading deck, we have 3 main areas: arrival area, cleaning area, and sanitation area. Once all of the products have been sanitized, they are placed in our clean containers and taken to the designated areas for storage or refrigeration. It is very important to mention that we are audited monthly by Crystal Check Safety First, with very strict controls of manipulation, temperature, and preparation of F&B. For those of you asking what Crystal program is, it's a program that certifies hotels that take care about your health. Crystal is an acronym that stands for Critical Risk Identification using strategy, technology, and logistics. This program was developed to become a worldwide tool in assuring health and hygiene, specifically focused on hotels, recreational parks, tourism industry, and catering services, to control the associated risk in manipulation and assure healthy food and beverage being delivered to the tables of the customers. Now, at the preparation stage inside the hotel, chefs are applying the strictest protocols to assure the total quality and hygiene of the products, maintaining the quality and the exquisite flavors we are known for. We understand that we need to provide confidence at this point to all of our guests. And with all these protocols in place, we hope to give you the peace of mind that the stages in the food and beverage division are taken care of.
Thank you, Anna. We have also increased our staffing to include a Stay Safe ambassador who's responsible for implementing these new procedures. Mitzi, please share some information about the Stay Safe ambassador as it pertains to our food and beverage experience.
Yes, of course. Well, as you know, our Stay Safe ambassador will be the main key to ensure all procedures are followed by employees and guests of property. They will be working with the staff for training throughout each restaurant to make sure everyone follows and understands the new procedures. It is very important to mention that all of our employees are empowered to be ambassadors throughout the daily task to assist customers with proper new protocols as well as existing protocols. Our Stay Safe ambassador will also be able to provide answers and information to guests upon request. Remember that our Stay Safe ambassador by Melia protocols cover our customer journey in all senses. So this ambassador is the main key to make sure that this is followed from beginning to the end.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mitzi. So as many of you know, at Melia, gastronomy or food and beverage is at the heart of our company. Our chefs pride themselves on delivering not only a delicious meal, but an unforgettable dining experience. So, Anna, this is a very important point to mention, as of course, having our guests come to our clients, we want to maintain that wonderful experience everybody takes away with them with the food and beverage experience. So can you please share some of the food presentation and what will happen in this aspect as well, please?
Definitely, Carmelina. With our reopening, we have removed our buffet restaurants temporarily. We are offering several a la carte options. Buffets will not go away. They will just simply change as we safely open. Our brand commitment is to offer great food, amazing presentation, and excellent service. The quality and the variety will not be affected at all. They will just be more hygiene. I also want to mention that we have also plans to move to assisted food stations and grab-and-go stations in the next couple of months. In the following slides, we would also talk about F&B in private events and how we will operate them, for those of you thinking of those questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna. So now let's talk a little bit about what you can expect from the service side. Mitzi, share with us some changes for the staff, the new protocols the staff has to undergo with the Stay Safe with Melia program.
Yes, of course. Well, as part of the customer journey, we also have a journey to follow with our staff. First of all of our employees, before they come into any of their areas, they have to shower and change into uniform on property after being checked temperature and disinfecting hands and shoes upon arrival to the property. And our clients will still receive a warm service from our staff during their meals. The experience and high quality food and beverage options that we have will be the same as you have seen in the past, but with the added extra touches such as hand sanitizer at the entrance of every restaurant or bar, sanitized equipment, and PPE for employees. In some of our hotels, you will also find the grab-and-go options or assisted show cooking stations, always keeping the social distancing and sanitization procedures.
Wonderful, Mitzi. Thank you so much. So as we continue on through the hotel, let's see what you can expect on the meetings and events side of it. Anna, as Convention Service Director, please detail for us the changes our planners and meeting attendants will experience during their next stay.
Yes, the customer experience upon a group check-in is very important, and it is their first impression on arriving at a program. And now even more with the safety and health concerns. Depending on your group size, we will designate a private check-in area. We have several lounge areas with a great sense of arrival throughout the resort and a large foyer space inside our convention center with great branding opportunities. The guest upon arrival will be greeted with a welcome drink as we did in the past. The only difference is that we will be following social distancing with our staff and they will have their face masks and gloves on. The food in your welcome snack station will also be pre-packed. Now, following to the hotel check-in process, our front desk staff will be ready to make it fast and expedite. We will have all registration cards in alphabetical order with the bracelet ready and only ask for a signature and ID of the guest. It's important to mention that all the items shared with the guests will be sanitized prior to their arrival to the counter and after their departure and the arrival of the next guest. Social distancing stickers, as you are seeing in the image, they are already placed on the floor. These are helping us to direct guests and avoid crowds. In addition, we have moved to a platform where you will be able to open your room with our Melia app and soon with your hotel bracelet, eliminating the room keys. At this point, I would also like to mention that in the past, you could deliver gifts through room drops. Now, we have the option of giving them at your check-in in your hospitality desk, or they can be given at any of your private events, due to the fact that we need to minimize the contact.
Thank you so much, Anna. And I must say, as you know, I was at the hotel yesterday, and definitely you could see all these protocols in place, signage on the floor. So everything is clearly outlined and definitely makes you feel very safe. So thank you so much for sharing this with us. Mitzi, could you give us an update as our new meeting room setups and safety regulations? As we know, of course, the meeting space is very important for everyone on this call, and the new protocols must be discussed and assuring everyone that the social distance is being followed and all the protocols are being followed. So can you please share a little bit more with regards to the meeting capacities and the meeting spaces?
Yes, of course. Well, we know that some of the important things that we need to consider, not only for the individual travelers, but also for the MICE segment, is about the room setup. Well, all of our meeting spaces will have a cleaning procedure before, during, and after each program or event. Meeting spaces will be properly sanitized, cleaned, and sealed to be ready and in perfect conditions for your event. So this way, our CSM team will partner with you to build an agenda that will provide enough time for hotel staff to adhere to safety guidelines. The standard setup now will be bottled water and sealed glasses. Pens and pans will be only upon request, and sanitized gel will be available at the entrance of the convention center and meeting spaces. We want to share with you some of the photos so you can have a better idea of how the rooms looked before and after these new standards. So this is a photo of our main Jaguar ballroom. This is a setup, let's say, like before the new procedures. And the next one, you can see that now, well, this is the maximum allowed capacity. And in order to achieve and maintain our certification from Bureau Veritas, we must maintain at least 2 meters or 6 feet between guests. In the event you want to increase the space between guests, we are happy to do that as long as we do not go less than 2 meters between them. Please notice again that no glassware or silverware is set up on tables, as the new protocols mandate that all items must be placed on table at the time that the guests can receive it directly, rather than setting the table beforehand. Silverware in group settings will also follow the same protocols as we have in the restaurants, which is sanitized and placed in sealed bags to be opened by the guest. Here's another photo of another breakout room that we had. This is before the procedures. And again, maintaining at least 6 feet apart or 2 meters between every guest. This is another one with a classroom style. And well, initially we will need your cooperation in keeping your decor basic in order to keep in line with Bureau Veritas standards. Remember that there are so many other options that are available to enhance your attendee experience, such as AV equipment, lighting, video mapping, etc. You have all our CSM team ready to work with you on different options and being more creative of what we have to offer.
Thank you so much, Mitzi. Of course, this will be our new normal for some time. We all saw the before and after slides. So this is our new reality for some time. But the important thing is for everyone to know that we are also, as always, very creative and work very closely with our partners to be able to get the experience that one is looking for their group, and creative in terms of looking for different areas, maintaining that social distance. So thank you very much, Mitzi. It's very important for you to share all this information with us. Anna, anything you'd like to add and share with us based on what we just reviewed with Mitzi?
Yes, Carmelina, social distancing and safety guidelines are and will be implemented in all of our areas, indoor or outdoor venues. Our CSMs have been involved in trainings for the past 3 months, and we are ready to partner with you to provide the best recommendations. In regards to hospitality desk of DMCs, they will be assigned in open spaces with the proper signage of social distancing, alcohol, and face mask. Several weeks ago, we started training them on our guidelines so they know what we need to expect from them, such as limiting the number of individuals at their desk and that they cannot bring any printed materials on property. Every information has to be provided in a digital way. Pre-cons, on the other hand, will take place in larger meeting rooms. We will only have the key contact persons involved. Of course, the Stay Safe ambassador will be definitely present to solve any of your doubts. If there is a need to add other people to the pre-con, we are ready to offer a hybrid pre-con with live streaming. Office spaces and breakout rooms will be sanitized daily, and we have updated our meeting rooms capacity charts, and we are following very strict guidelines of Bureau Veritas, as Mitzi mentioned.
Thank you so much, Hannah. And of course, that just reinforces my comment where we have to be creative. And of course, a pre-con, for example, not everyone can be in the room at the same time, but there is a digital aspect of it where everyone could be present, although not physically, but could participate in the meeting. So these are wonderful examples, Anna, and thank you so much for changing and for sharing this. And these, of course, are impactful changes that are necessary to begin energizing our meeting community around the world. It's obvious you and the entire hotel staff are working to be sure our guests and clients are not only safe, but enjoy a high level of service as well. So, Mitzi, can you share with us the plans for private events, coffee breaks, receptions, and dinners? How will you continue to provide the utmost hospitality while maintaining our guest safety and comfort?
Yes, well, at Melia Hotels International, our plan is always provide the best quality in service and food and beverage. So even though we're modifying the way to present our meals, you will still receive what you have enjoyed in the past. Our banquet menus will now include sealed package options for coffee breaks or stations assisted by our banqueting team for private functions. Remember that we're keeping the same service and the same quality, but just adding these extra touches. Our CSM team will be working with you and your clients to find together what will fit better your agenda. And on regards to private functions for meals, including receptions, dinners, private lunch, a designated area will be assigned to comply with both social distancing and sanitization requirements. Remember that our experienced staff will make sure that your event with us will be a complete success.
Thank you, Mitzi. And of course, another exciting change coming to our hotels is the digital experience we're getting ready to launch. Anna, can you share with us what we can expect? This is definitely exciting news for everyone.
Yes, Carolina, we're very excited, and we're getting ready to offer virtual site inspections through a digital platform, which will be very user-friendly, and we hope to launch it very soon. We also have a great three-dimensional diagramming tool called Spacious that is helping us to be very visual with our groups. It's becoming also a great ally for meeting planners when making a decision in terms of space that might impact their agenda or their budget. It's obvious that the way we did events in the past will go through substantial changes, but it's just a matter of having the creativity to offer solutions and adapting to this new normality we were just talking about. Please count with all the convention services team in all of our Melia properties to collaborate with you, provide the best practices in place, and exceed expectations. Now, I am pleased to share with you this 1-minute video of our reopening at Paradisus Playa del Carmen done this past July 1st. Thank you and enjoy.
Thank you so much, Anna, Mitzi. From this video, we can clearly see that our new reality for some time will be maintaining all the protocols and the Stay Safe with Melia program in place. And of course, from the video and the exciting day that we open on July 1st, you can see the Paradises experience is being maintained. So it's a wonderful combination, making it work together in a very nice way. So thank you very much, Anna and Mitzi, for sharing all this information with us. And this concludes our presentation. We hope you will join us on July 21st for a special guest speaker, Kevin Coffey. I'll share a few words about Kevin Coffey. Detective Kevin Coffey is an expert on travel safety and risk management. A pioneer in travel crime investigation. He founded LAPD, LAX Airport's Crimes Investigation Detail, and is passionate about increasing travelers' victim potential. He retired from the LAPD as a highly decorated officer and now trains other officers in a reserve capacity. He's been featured on CNN, ABC's 2020, The Today Show, Good Morning America, and the Travel Channel, and Oprah. Plus, he's the author of Traveler Beware, an undercover cop's guide to pickpockets and travel scams. So Kevin will be joining us on July 21st and will be offering corporate and incentive planners insight into pre-planning ideas on how you can prepare for potential risks involving meetings and events, especially while taking groups to international destinations. So mark your calendars for July 21st. And then, of course, our number 4 Stay Safe with Melia program that will cover entertainment and guest experience will be on August 4th. So once again, thank you very much. We will now open it up to questions and answers. And Ron, you're up.
Okay, our first question is from Bev Allen. Is there a rule of thumb for how to think about how many fewer people can be accommodated per 100 square feet now compared to pre-COVID-19?
Could you repeat? Well, basically, I don't know, Anna, if you want to respond, but of course we have to maintain the protocols that Bureau Veritas dictate, which is maintaining, depending on the setup, maintaining what those 2 meters or 6 feet implies. So Anna or Mitzi, do you want to elaborate a little bit more, maybe?
Correct, Carmelina. So yes, we have to follow Bureau Veritas standards, and we do have to keep 6 feet apart from person to person. Now, in case they are couples, they're allowed to sit together. So seeing some of the other questions that are following up, yes, we can accommodate 2 couples per banquet table. So that's an option for awards dinner, any type of group function that can be implemented and accommodated. So no problem in having up to 4 people.
Great. Our next question is from Carrie Naylor-Krause. For our clients in the hospitality desk, can we have paper or do we have to do everything digitally? What about flip charts and group signage?
So for papers given at your hospitality desk, we strongly recommend we go to a digital way of delivering messages. We have our Melia app that can also be used by you and be used as a form of communication. In case you need to give paper, then we would be providing you different measures of sanitization of those papers provided, just to avoid or minimize the amount of contact. In regards to flip charts, yes, we can still have them. We will still need to sanitize them properly.
Thank you, Anna. Mitzi, I'm not sure if you can answer the next question, which is from Bonnie Slater Demont, and she wants to know if the app is available in different languages.
Yes, it is. It's different languages, and actually it's an app that you can use in all of our hotels, part of Melia Hotels International. Basically, on this app, you will find all needed information regarding restaurants, activities, and as Anna mentioned, we actually have one part of the app where you can load your agenda, so your participants will get a private code, and everyone that is part of the group will have access to this. So it's a new way to communicate, and you will find it in different languages.
Thank you, Mitzi. Our next question is from Alex Lexon. Would you mind touching on the banquet setup? How do you execute setting up placements, utensils, if it's not preset? Anna, can you answer that?
Sure, Ron. Well, everything, the placement utensils like silverware or glassware will have to be placed by the waiter once the person has taken the seat. We cannot have them placed in advance. So everything's going to be prepared in the back of the house, and when the person's ready to take a seat, the waiter will follow them and place everything they need to have the dinner correctly.
Anna, can I add on to that?
Sure.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Lawson. I'm with Achieve Incentives, and I was just very lucky enough to go to Paradis's Playa del Carmen just a few short days ago. I wish I was still there, but I thought the dining experience was really unbelievable. Just the fact that you could easily pull up the app, and it has all the restaurant menus in there. And even before you sit down, as they said, they give hand sanitizer out with the station. And then as the waiter comes to greet you, they actually have tongs that they use to put the napkin that's in the sanitized container onto your table. So you feel just extra safe when you sit down because of that. And I know they are, taking time after you leave to sanitize the tables. And how long do you have to wait until you can sit somebody after the sanitizer has been done on a table, Anna? I think there's a certain amount of time that they have to wait for the sanitizer to be most effective. So they're taking so many incredible precautions for us. And then just an additional thing about the app, you can also order room service through there. So in my room, there wasn't a room service menu. So everything was just easily accessible on the app, and it is free. And I'm pretty sure everyone here and anyone can actually download the app right now. When you log in, you can enter, if you're booking a stay, you enter your name and your room number. But right now, I'm obviously not booked right now, sadly, but I can still see the stay safe precautions that Melia has on the app. So that's a great thing. If you have a program and you want to share that with your attendees or your clients, it's very reassuring, and it has videos and lots of information on there.
Thank you, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Our next question is from Sable Stewart. Since the buffets are being eliminated for group private functions and will be replaced by served or action stations, are those being provided with no charge to the client since it's a mandate?
Yes, well, as we mentioned, we are offering different options. So for those who want to stay with a buffet option, we have these assisted buffet stations, and that's included as part of what we're offering as an experience to the clients. So basically, our CSM team will work with you and see what fits better, depending on what is the meal function that we're speaking about. And again, giving you different options and different variety for each one of your events.
Thank you, Mitzi. Our next question is from Deb Ravenscraft. Will the virtual site visits be via an app or a link?
It's going to be a link that your group sales directors will be sharing with you once it's ready. So we're talking about a couple of weeks, and we definitely will be following up with you so that you can have access to that.
Thank you, Anna. Next question is from Lindsay Adams. Is the app at an additional cost, and can we also add our group contact info?
It doesn't have any cost, so that's another added value that you can have for all your clients, and you can add as much information as you want. It's a great option to communicate with your clients, and because you will have all the information not only from the hotel but also from your agenda in just one app.
Great, thank you, Mitzi. Next question is from Alfredo Hurtado. Are hospitality desks still an option during COVID-19?
Definitely, they're still an option, and we understand the need to communicate. We will just add the necessary precautions, like the protective screens we have in place, and the different measures of wearing the personal equipment, and of course, keeping social distancing. But yes, you can still have them. We will be designating them, as we mentioned in the presentation, in outdoor spaces.
Great, thank you. Next question is from Alex Lexon. How do you accommodate the older guests who are not necessarily very tech savvy? Would you deliver paper menus upon request?
Well, we do have some options at the restaurants for those that they don't have either the app loaded or we have the tablets available. We also have a few menus available for our guests. And of course, this is to minimize the point of contact to the clients, but we definitely work with everyone and what do they need. And the entire staff, not only at the restaurants, but throughout the resorts, you have staff that will be taking care of every detail so the clients that actually can enjoy their stay.
Great, thank you. We have no more questions at this time. And Ashley, again, thank you for your testimonial. We appreciate that. And back to you, Carmelina.
I was just saying thank you very much for joining us, everyone. And if there's anything that comes up after this presentation, any questions, please let us know. You can direct them to your director of sales. And we look forward to seeing you on our next call, on our next presentation, July 21st with Kevin Coffey, and our part 3 series on August 4th. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice seeing you all and chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Have a great week. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Great presentation.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ashley.
Bye.
Bye-bye.